All right. Now I am through StreamYard. So we're going to try to get Joey in here to see if this link thing worked. Sorry if I seem a little out of it, guys. I do not feel good today. Not at all. I feel like total crap, to be honest with you. Now I'm waiting on Joey. Hold on, let me text Joey. I apologize, guys. I'm just not feeling good. I'm checking with Joey to see what the quality is. Y'all let me know in the comments. We good? Are we glitching? Can you hear me? Okay, there's Joey. So that worked. That's good. That is a good sign. Well, kicked him out. Hold on.
How's that?
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, but the video quality is not good. But I think it's the laptop more than anything. But as long as I can hear him, let me check on the stream itself and see what the quality is. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Well, my internet's really bad today, so
no, you're good. Well, I'm not really worried about that because I'm sure his will be. Let me see on here. Yeah, you look fine.
Really bad today, so
well, I'm not really worried about that because I'm sure his. Sorry, there's an echo. Yeah, you're glitching, but I'm good. And really, that's the only thing that matters because I know you have bad internet, so we're good. And I'm sure he'll have good internet. At least we figured it out. That's what I'm talking about. So now we can start. Now we can start stream sharing, and some of the people in the chat can come on if we want to have one of those types of shows.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm Joey.
How is it share in the chat? That's the only thing that I need to know now. Sharing in the chat. I think if I bring you on, you would be able to do that, right?
What's that?
I said by bringing you on, I think you can share it in the chat, right?
Yeah, I can share the. Let's see.
I mean, we're going to play around with it, you know. I don't really. I mean, this is not a. This is a figured out live show. That's what we're doing, guys.
I create a copy report, so now I just post it.
I mean, hell, we'll talk. I'll talk college football or the Final Four.
Evan, hey Evan, my grandson.
What's going on, Evan? This is not your typical live show because we don't usually go through live stream. StreamYard. We go through Streamlabs usually, but we have an important guest, one of the most important guests we've had on Gold and Blued on Monday. So we had to figure this out today.
So Yvette is watching me saying that I'm running really behind. I'm lagging quite a bit.
Yeah, your internet's really bad. I'm not really worried about it though because
I'm not either. I'm going to go ahead and leave this video, let you do your live show.
Yeah,
I'll come over in the chat.
All right, that'll work. If you can share it, and I'll see where we go from there.
All right, I'll share it right here, right now.
All right.
If it wants to come and join you, can. There it is. All right. I'm out of here.
Appreciate it, Joey. All right, we're going to try to have more live shows where people can jump in. Am I lagging? Because I'm watching me on my phone and I'm not really lagging. I know Joey was lagging, but he had bad internet. Everybody that's watching, am I lagging? Now that Joey's off, am I lagging? I don't think I'm lagging. Unless my phone is just off for whatever reason. My phone's showing all right. Are we good? Are we lagging now? No lag. That's what I'm talking about. So we have figured it out, finally. And who all we got in the chat, by the way? Mountaineer News 2, Evan Ames, Yvette Stowers. Sorry if I seem off today, guys. I am super, super sick right now. I have not felt good for about 2 days. I have an on and off fever. My wife had it there for a while, so it's like either a bad cold or the flu or something. I don't know. But we had to get this figured out because I'm bringing on a guest on Monday to talk about the situation at West Virginia, and it's a big one, guys. It is a big one. I might see if, and what another thing is, it's going to be a call-in show. Monday night's going to be a call-in show. You'll be able to talk to our guests. He actually encouraged us to have it as a call-in show because he wants to talk to you guys as much as he wants to talk to me. So if there's one show that y'all don't need to miss, it is Mondays. He doesn't just want to talk to me. He wants to talk to you guys as well. So it should be a really good show. So I'm really excited about this. And that's why I was bound and determined to get this thing figured out. There was one wall that StreamYard kept putting up, and that was enable a live show for the YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel has been enabled for the live show for a long time, so I don't know what the deal was. It's just like this one wall kept popping up, popping up, popping up. Joey finally figured it out, and we got past that wall. And I still don't even understand what happened. We got past it. That's the main thing. And I'll have Joey with me on Monday in case that wall pops back up. In case, wait, other side. I got my stuff back up. I was rearranging the Georgia bottle, the Clemson bottle, the Baylor thing for RG3. It's back up until I start getting mini helmets from my P.O. box. And that's why I'm encouraging people for donations through PayPal so we can get that. I'm going to get that P.O. box no matter what, okay? It's going to happen, and I'm going to get it before the college football season. But the sooner we can get that money, the sooner I can get the P.O. box. So that's what we're focusing on with PayPal, and that's why I keep plugging it in my regular videos. I'm having a lot of questions like, Golden Blue, why do you keep mentioning PayPal? You know, acting like I'm begging for money. I'm not really begging for money. I just want that P.O. box ASAP. Because I want the mini helmets to represent the team that you're a fan of. That's one of the big things for having a college football YouTube channel. So that's why I'm doing that. Everything else, good to go. And it helps pay Joey. Y'all got to remember, Joey helps me a lot. So the merchandise store, the Patreon, the website, all that stuff helps me pay Joey because he's in the background working his tail off. Hardly getting any sleep, so I like to, make sure he's getting at least a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Space Fear, thank you for jumping in. Says Texas is better off in the Big 12. 100% agree. Maybe not money wise, but the influence that they have, the power that they have in the Big 12, I would 100% agree with that. I think Texas would be better in the Big 12. And honestly, I think Oklahoma would be better in the Big 12, and I think Nebraska would be better in the Big 12. I think the Big 12 was a great conference back when they had Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, and Missouri and Colorado. That's when the Big 12 was at its best. As a West Virginia fan, being in the Big 12, we made some money, but we don't fit in the Big 12. And bringing in Cincinnati and UCF and Houston, I mean, it helps a smidge, I guess. Really, Cincinnati is the only addition that really helps because UCF, that's still a long trip for us. And whether you want to believe it or not, traveling for these athletes, not just for football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, all those sports, big-time travel, it adds up. It takes energy. So that's the biggest thing why I have never felt like West Virginia has belonged in the Big 12. The travel is it's too brutal, guys. I mean, classic example was our very first year, West Virginia in the Big 12. I think we started 6 or 7. I think it was, maybe 5-0. When we went on the road and beat a top 10 Texas, we ended up being number 5 in the nation. Well, we had to stay on the road and played Texas Tech, and we got hammered, and then we ended up going 7-5. It's unsustainable. That kind of travel is unsustainable. You can't travel that much and put out a high caliber product week after week after week. Think of all the other big names, their longest trips. There's a few big names out there that has cross country trips, but it's like one, maybe two if it lines right up in a year. But besides that, that's it. For us, we have basically cross country road games every stinking road game in the Big 12. So it is what it is. I'm trying not to complain. It's just West Virginia has never really fit in the Big 12. I'm seeing right now that Kansas is beating the brakes off of Villanova. Yvette, bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Go Kansas, my rear end. Don't start the Big 12 homerism. I am not a Big 12 guy. I'm a West Virginia guy. I'm not saying, curse Kansas or whatever, but man, don't root for Kansas because they're in the Big 12. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not trash talking you, Yvette. I'm just saying, my gosh, I hate it whenever people pull for other teams that are in their conference. I don't know. It's never made any sense to me. Because during the regular season, whenever you play those teams, you're definitely rooting for your team to beat that team, So being able to change your rooting interest based on they're in your conference, I'm probably going to have to get used to it because it's not going anywhere. But that one's going to be a tough one to swallow. So, plus, I don't want Kansas to win because it'll hurt my brackets even more. That's the main. I need North Carolina. For me to win my group, I need North Carolina to win, point blank, North Carolina to beat Duke. And it would help if Villanova beat Kansas as well. Looks like that's not going to happen, but it would help. That's not make or break, though. North Carolina beating Duke and North Carolina winning the national championship, that would probably lock me up first place in my group on the bracket challenge. But even if I do win first place in my group, the person that's not me, that finishes the highest, will get the prize from the Gold and Blue Dude merchandise store. So they're still a guaranteed winner. Mountaineer News 2 says, will West Virginia and USC enter a player war to get the best players? I don't think so, because I don't think West Virginia would be able to match the money that USC would be able to put up. So I don't see that happening at all. That's just me. I might be wrong, though, guys. I'm just happy that I got this daggum StreamYard thing figured out, because there was a freaking brick wall that I kept running into, and it was making me super, super mad. You can ask Joey. We were figuring it out, man. I'm not a big time cusser, but where I'm sick and that thing was frustrating, I was dropping some bombs on him. But he knows that it wasn't on him. It was on freaking StreamYard, getting on my nerves. Rock Dog in the house. John Waffle here to stir some things up. Gamecock Chuck. I've said it before. I'll say it again. My number one best South Carolina subscriber there he is right now. So I appreciate y'all's support, stopping by, even though we're trying to figure out a few things. I'll still talk some basketball and some football. Last I saw, update from Joey, Kansas is dominating Villanova right now. And I've made videos on it. I thought Villanova was overrated the whole year, but I mean, they made it to the Final Four, so I guess they were not that overrated. But Kansas, man, they're looking good tonight in the Final Four so far. Hummus Hero, thank you for stopping by, bud. We appreciate it. If y'all scroll up, there is a stream link. You can join. I've already had Joey on. Well, I mean, we're just testing this thing because we have a big guest coming on Monday. So if you'd like to join the stream, scroll up and Joey put the link in the comments section. So leave that up to y'all. My gosh, I think I'm running a fever right now. Is Bryce Young really out at Bama? What? I didn't hear anything about that. Hold on. That what? I mean, I guess if he was next man up. I'm not seeing anything. No. No, I think he's still good to go. That's because Uncle Lou and Pigskin Pete has advertised that you are picking SC to win the Natty. Yeah, they took that way out of context, which, that's what they like to do. That's fine, whatever. Audio is probably not messed up. It's my wife is playing music right now, and it's really loud, so you're probably hearing some of that, which is fine. Real life going on right now, guys. I don't know if you're aware of this. My studio is actually a part of I have a really big bedroom, like massive. So, sometimes people come in and out. The bathroom's right next door, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's probably the music, but it is what it is. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, that's funny though that Pigskin Pete and Uncle Lou have been taking that out of see. So I made a video about South Carolina. I did predict South Carolina to upset Georgia at home this year. One upset. One. Yes, I did predict that. On top of that, I said that the Texas A&M game at home was winnable. The road game against Kentucky was winnable. And I listed a bunch of winnable games. And so Pigskin Pete and Uncle Lou have kind of taken it out of context and saying that I predicted South Carolina to go 11-1, undefeated, whatever, win the SEC and get to the playoffs, which that's not what I did at all. Not at all. So, I just listed a bunch of games that I thought were winnable. I do think South Carolina is a sleeper in the SEC East, and I do think that South Carolina will beat Georgia in Columbia this year. The last time that I predicted South Carolina to beat Georgia was 2019 on the road, and that's exactly what happened. I don't care how many turnovers Georgia made and the rest did this, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But hold on. Give me a second, guys.
What's up, Going Blue, dude?
How much, bud? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just
Introduce yourself.
Wait, what was that? I couldn't quite catch that.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, what's going on, peeps? My name is Dominic, and I'm a Virginia fan. But even though we are kind of rivals with your team, obviously GBD, I support West Virginia with all my heart and soul. Even though we're rivals for both teams, man.
Exactly. Now, did you say you were Virginia or Virginia Tech?
Virginia.
Okay. Well, that's not as bad. Virginia Tech is like a big-time rival, but I'll accept Virginia. It's close. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
So, what are your expectations for, since you're a Virginia fan, what's your expectations for Virginia and maybe the ACC Coastal real quick?
My expectations,
yeah, just in general. You don't have to go in depth or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. My expectations for Virginia and the ACC, I think we're going to have a good season for football-wise, if you know what I mean, GBD.
I got you.
So
How about we do? Hold on. I got an idea.
what's
Give me
up?
1 second here. So what I want to do real quick, and after we're done, maybe somebody else wants to come on here, and we'll do the same thing with their team. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull up your schedule, and we'll go game by game and see what your prediction is for your team. Is that fair?
That sounds good.
All right. First game, a home game against Richmond. I think that's an easy
Oh.
one. What about you?
Oh, Richmond.
I think they're FCS, aren't they?
Yes, Richmond is.
So that should be fairly easy win, right?
Yeah, fairly easy.
All right. So that's 1-0 right there. After that, at Illinois. That's tricky.
Oh, Illinois is good.
Well, the thing about Illinois is even when they're bad, they somehow beat good teams at home sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't. What do you think? I'll give it 50-50, but I'm not sure.
I'd say that's a close game, but I say that's gonna be a tough loss. So I think we go 1-1 to start the season.
Okay, that's fair. Then you get Old Dominion at home. Old Dominion is a Conference USA team right now?
Yes.
Well, actually, going into 2022, they're going to be switching over to the Sun Belt, won't they? They're going to be a Sun Belt team.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so you get Old Dominion at home, a Sun Belt team.
Oh, I think that's gonna be a good game. I think Virginia can win that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. So you're at 2-1 right now, right?
Yes. 2-1.
All right, next game in the Dome on the road to Syracuse.
Oh, Syracuse.
Yeah,
Syracuse is a really good team. I'll give you that.
I don't think they're good, but as a West Virginia fan, when we were in the Big East, even when we were good, they somehow managed to upset us a time or two in the Dome. So
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That might be a tricky loss for Virginia.
Yeah, so I'd say we go 2-2.
All right, at Duke. Duke is trash.
Oh, yeah, Duke. Easy win over Duke.
All right, so you're at 3-2 now. Then you get Louisville home.
Oh, Louisville.
That's a coin flip right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good game.
I tend to agree with that. You think home field will be enough to get you the win there?
Yeah, definitely. I think we go 4-2.
What? Hold
Oh.
on. This is not April 1st, so this can't be April Fool's. Why would Bryce Young even what? Something that can't be right.
What?
Bryce Young in the transfer portal. Is that true?
Bruh.
I don't know about that. All right, let's finish this first before we talk about that. So we have 1, 2. So we're at 1, 2, 4-2 right now. That's not bad. 4-2. Then you go into the bye week. At Georgia Tech.
Oh, Georgia Tech. Wow.
Yep, they are rebuilding. They might be a little bit better. I don't know about a bowl team.
Yeah.
though.
But I think Virginia could possibly beat them. So I'd say 5-2 to start for
Okay.
Virginia.
Then your 3-game tough stretch, but they're all at home. Well, I'll say 4-game. 4 good teams in a row, but they're all at home. So you're going into this, 5-2, right?
Yes.
All right. So we have the Hurricanes, North Carolina, Pitt, and Coastal Carolina. All 4 of those games are at home.
So
How do you think you go?
So we're gonna start off with the Miami Hurricanes.
Yep.
I'm not too sure. I feel like we could win that, but I think Miami's defense is going to be a bit tough to beat.
Yep, I agree with that. I
So,
think I'll have Miami as a dark horse to win the Coastal.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say Miami beats us. So I'd say we go 5-3.
All right. And then you get North Carolina home, but Sam Howell is gone and North Carolina is rebuilding.
Oh wow. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think North Carolina's gonna be all that good next year.
So yeah, I think we beat North Carolina.
All right, so that puts you at what, 6-3?
Yep.
Is my math correct?
Yep,
Wait.
6-3.
All right. So then you get Pitt at home.
Pitt.
According to Pitt fans, they lose like 5% of their players from last year.
Oh.
Which that's crazy if that's true. Like that's unheard of. You're basically returning everybody except for your starting quarterback, I guess.
Yep.
So you're already bowl eligible. Do you think you can pull off the upset against Pitt? Because it would be an upset.
I don't think so. I'd say we'd lose to Pitt.
I'll give you that. Close loss, not bad. So you're at 6-4, still bowl eligible though. Then you get the Chanticleers, Coastal Carolina at home to finish off your four game stretch at home. What do you think?
Coastal Carolina, eh?
Yep.
I mean, they were quite a rebuild team last season, right?
Sort of. They do get McCall back, their quarterback.
Oh, wow. So that's good for them.
Yep. Their defense did take a few hits, so defense might not be as good.
So their defense might not be good. I think we could beat Coastal Carolina.
I can buy that. So that puts you at what, 7-4?
Yes.
And then your finale at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's a tough road trip, but Virginia Tech has a new coaching system. They lost a lot of players from last year. I have them in total rebuild, and this is a rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
So this will decide whether you go 7-5 or 8-4. What do you got?
This is 50-50 if you ask me.
I can agree with that. If it was at home for Virginia, I would say not 50-50, definitely Virginia, but the fact that it's in Blacksburg puts it into a coin flip game.
Mm-hmm. I think we can win, so I'd say we finish
8-4?
Yeah, 8-4, yeah.
All right, so Dominic has Virginia going 8-4, getting to probably a secondary bowl, but that's still good. That's pretty good. And this is what year? Is this year 2 or 3? No, this is year 2 without Bronco Mendenhall, right? Who's your coach now?
Oh, who's our coach now?
Yeah.
Hold
on.
Let me.
No Bronco left.
Check and see. Give me a moment here, GBD.
No problem, man. Tony Elliott, just hired the offensive coordinator from Clemson.
Tony Elliott from Clemson?
Yeah. I forgot about that. So y'all should actually be pretty good offensively. I can actually buy 8-4 now that I've remembered that. Yeah. I can buy 8-4.
Yeah.
And the losses that you gave me are believable. The wins that you gave me, believable. So I can run with that. I like it. I like your prediction.
Yeah,
later on in the year, whenever the season gets closer, I'll give you my actual prediction of Virginia. But that sounds pretty close. I think Virginia will be a little bit better this year.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. With that, will you be happy with that 8-4?
Yes, I would definitely be happy if we went 8-4. Indeed.
I got you. In a decent bowl, right?
Yep.
All right, bud. Well, I'm going to let you get out of here and see if somebody else wants to predict their own team in their record this year. I like this.
All right.
We might make a thing out of this. I'm liking it, actually.
All right. Thanks for letting me take my time with you. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Anytime. Later.
Yep.
I think that was fair. I think you did a good job. I mean, maybe that would be a little bit overperforming, but I think that's pretty close. I think it's doable, especially with the 4-game stretch at home. I know they're all tough, but my gosh, yeah. Mesidor, yeah. Hakeem Mesidor is really gone. I mean, I know it happened on April Fool's, but that would have been an elaborate April Fool's joke. Jeez, I didn't even think about that. But it would be elaborate. I wouldn't think that they would do that. Let me check something real quick, guys. Hold on. I think Joey sent me a message. I think he's in the chat. All right. Anybody else want to come on and give it a shot? Predict their record for their team. I'm about to jump off here in a second, guys. I am not feeling good at all. But I'm glad we did this. We figured it out, and I had somebody on, so we know what to do in the future. Joey's got my back. I'm telling you guys, y'all don't know all the work that Joey puts into this channel. He deserves a big thanks, and I definitely appreciate him 100%. All right, I'll tell you what. So here in about an hour, we are going to go live with the Voice of College Football on the West Virginia channel. So if y'all are not subscribed over there, go subscribe over there, and we're going to go live at we got John Waffle. Of course, I'm going to let him on.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
How's the world of Pitt right now?
What?
How's the world of Pitt right now?
It's going great.
So is this true that y'all lost like what is it, like 10% of your roster?
Yeah. We everyone's coming back.
How did that happen?
Their loyalty. There's a lot of NIL in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That actually, I mean, that kind of makes sense because Pittsburgh's a large city and it has Pittsburgh. I will say Pittsburgh does have a large alumni base. I will give you credit for that. So I can definitely believe that.
Yep.
So would you like to go through your schedule and see where we end up with Pitt?
Yes, I believe we destroy West Virginia, and that's a fact.
You already knew that I was going to ask that. So he has it's not even a 50-50 football game to you, right?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Actually, I think that's gonna be the outcome.
Okay. Do you think it gets Neil Brown fired?
I don't know.
All right, we'll see. So not even talk about it. Pitt's going to blow out West Virginia, correct?
Correct.
All right. After that, you get Tennessee at home.
I think we win a close one again.
All right. So Pitt's at 2-0.
Yes.
Oh, revenge game at Western Michigan. That
Another
was
blowout.
By the way, fun fact: that loss that y'all took to Western Michigan last year, that was the same day that we beat Virginia Tech, and we saw it on the scoreboard. So that was an awesome day right there. But you have Pitt with the revenge on Western Michigan, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's 3-0. Rhode Island, that's an easy win right there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Tricky Georgia Tech, but it's at home.
I think we do the same thing we did the West Virginia, probably more.
Smash them?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not in with them, so.
A rebuilding Virginia Tech at home.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Virginia Tech this year at all. They may not even make a bowl, in my opinion. I think we beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think West Virginia goes on the road and beats Virginia Tech in Blacksburg?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They have a better quarterback. I don't know who Virginia Tech has at the quarterback position.
I don't think anybody knows.
I don't even like their new coach. I think that was a terrible hire, but
I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have the bye week. So hold on. You guys are undefeated. So what? 6-0. 6-0.
Yes.
Tricky but manageable road trip to Louisville.
I think this is where we slip up.
Okay. Do you think it's well, I mean, it's off a bye week too, so I mean, you got a little bit more preparation though.
Yeah.
You think we're looking ahead to North Carolina though?
I think we beat North Carolina, but I think we either lose or win. I think there's going to be a one-loss column between the Louisville and North Carolina.
I got you. So you're going to win one and you're going to lose one.
Yes.
All right. So you're at 7-1, right? I think we're at 7-1. You get Syracuse, but it's at home. Syracuse is a completely different team when they're playing in the Dome, but you don't get them in the Dome. You get them in Heinz Field.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same thing last year. Syracuse is just not good anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all remember the Big East Syracuse, man. Those were some tough teams right there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 8-1. A potential trap game, but Virginia, I'm not sure. The Virginia fan actually has Virginia losing to Pitt. So what does the Pitt fan say?
I think we beat Virginia easily.
All right, so you agree with the Virginia fan?
Yes.
All right, so we're at 9-1 now. Then you get a tune-up game against Duke. That should be a win, right? Yes. All right, so 10-1, and then the finale. This might be the biggest game of the year besides West Virginia at home. At Miami, possibly for the Coastal Division title.
Yeah.
What do you say? One thing that's you got going for you for Miami is they don't have much of a home field advantage, so at least there's that.
I think we're more experienced than Miami, this Pitt team. So I'm going to say a close one we win.
All right. But do you think that even though you have Pitt beating Miami, do you think that they have the right coach in Mario Cristobal?
I don't know. He did good at Oregon, but he also did mediocre at times. He shouldn't have lost to Iowa State or Stanford a bunch of times. Those are unexcusable losses. I think he could build something if they give him time.
I agree with that. The best way I can describe Mario Cristobal is you just don't know what you're going to get. Like, okay, 1 week he'll beat Ohio State on the road.
Yeah.
And then the next week he'll lose to Stanford. So, I mean, is that what he's going to do at Miami? I'm not sure.
I think he's going to slip up some places. I don't think he's going to get fired like the last coaches they had, but I think he's going to do better, but I don't see them winning a national championship.
100% agree. I actually agree with you on this. I think Miami will be able to win a Coastal Division or two, but only because the Coastal is the Coastal and teams will slip up.
Yes.
I think he'll lose some games he's not supposed to lose, and he'll win some games he's not supposed to win, and it'll look like he's a success even though it's all really a big Band-Aid and nothing's really been solved, if that makes any sense.
Yes. I agree with that.
Yeah, I can buy that. I think unless Virginia Tech can get it figured out, Pitt might actually. Well, then there's North Carolina, but Pitt might be successful in the Coastal for the next 3-4 years in a row.
I think what we're building, we have Narduzzi on his train, and it looks good. Even though our recruiting class has been down. I think after this year, it's going to stack up, and it just goes up from there.
Well, at least your players are showing loyalty, unlike ours.
Yes. Well, yeah.
I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. Well, the biggest thing that I hated was up until this point, they've all been Dana Holgorsen recruits. This was the first Neil Brown, and you could tell he did an impromptu, press conference, and he was upset. So hopefully that trend doesn't continue.
Well, from an outsider point of view, I think it's marketing at the school.
Yeah, I would actually agree with it.
They have I feel like they have something, but they're not even doing anything with it.
Dude, I've actually been thinking that exact thought. Like, West Virginia has the brand to market, whether you like the brand or not. It has the brand, but nobody wants to step up and do anything with that brand. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would actually 100% agree with you on that. All right, so John Waffle has Pitt going 11-1, winning the Coastal, probably taking on, we'll say, Clemson in the ACC Championship. Let's do one more prediction. What do you think Clemson in the ACC Championship game?
Clemson, I don't know. I don't know their quarterback situation. They lost a bunch of coordinators.
You know what? Hold on. That was not fair of me to NC State.
Oh.
Because of what DJ did last year, and NC State has more of a proven quarterback in Devin Leary, I'll say NC State. Let's go Pitt, NC State.
I actually have NC State winning the Atlantic next year.
Yeah, I actually thought NC State had the most players coming back in the ACC, but apparently Pitt does. So that could be experience versus experience.
Yeah. And for a prediction, I think Pitt beats NC State for the first time ever in the ACC championship back-to-back.
All right. I mean, I hate Pitt, but that's a believable prediction. I can believe it.
Yep.
So, all right, we'll roll with that.
Okay.
Is that it? You good?
Yes.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right. See you, bud.
See you.
John Waffle, his 11-1 prediction of Pitt. I disagree because, of course, I think West Virginia will beat Pitt, but, I mean, they could still have a 10-win season because the Coastal is still trash. Miami might be the only team that can challenge them, and I honestly didn't know Pitt had like 99.9% of their players coming back. And we've actually checked into it. They do actually have most of their team coming back. So it could be Pitt's to lose, whether I like it or not. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here so I can have a break, a small break before I go into the Voice of College Football West Virginia football channel. So appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope y'all enjoyed the channel, even though it was more about figuring this out. I still had a good time. Michael Walker in the house, lead writer of goldenbluedew.com. Special shout out to you, my friend. Zona Tucson stopping by. Everybody else, guys, I'm going to get off here, and we will try to do a live show with Mark later. Hopefully, because right now I feel like absolute dog crap. But anyways, y'all have a good night, and we'll see if I'll see you later.